Well, time to see what kind of movies are coming out. Interesting. Joker. Now that's a movie I want to see. Joker. That's coming out soon, isn't it? I think that's coming out next month. Wait a minute. Space Invaders? Hey guys, welcome to Brian's Man Cave. So today I just want to talk about Space Invaders. Now, I was just looking at this magazine. This is a magazine we get locally here in where I live, in my part of the world, in Canada. It's just a movie magazine. It's part of my cable package. They kind of force you to pay for this thing. It's only like $2, but it gives you a lot of the up and coming movies that are going to come on their cable package, and it also has a small section of new movies that are slated to come out, and some of them are, well, movies that are coming out soon. We know all about them, and then others are some surprises. And this one was a surprise. In fact, I never heard of this until now. But there's going to be a Space Invaders movie. What? I mean, I love Space Invaders. I mean, I always liked Space Invaders. In fact, when I was a kid, I didn't really play the original Space Invaders, and that would be this guy right here on the Atari 2600. Well, actually, to be fair, the original was on the arcade. But I mean, to come to the home console, this was your cartridge, the Atari 2600, and this is a really great port of the game. I think it's one of the better ones. I really enjoy this one. But me coming from playing on the Intellivision, I had Space Armada, which is a little bit different, but same idea. Like, I mean, the invaders are coming down. Now, out of all the movie slash game things out there, you always got to think about what's going to have the best plot to make a movie. And we've had quite a few of them. I mean, we've had Tomb Raider. Obviously, Tomb Raider is a great plot. You could totally make a movie. You can make several movies on that. You can make a whole line of movies on that. I mean, the whole Lara Croft character, the spelunking. You can go into tons of storylines. In fact, there were so many games on that. I mean, you can just go on and on and on. And then there was games like, I don't know, Donkey Kong. How are you going to go and make a movie on that? And Space Invaders. How are you going to make a movie on that? But somehow they kind of manage. Now there's other movies like Rampage, which is more of recent. They actually pulled it off. They got The Rock in there. In fact, The Rock shows up in a lot of these video game movies, I think. I mean, just to name a bunch. Like, well, even just games, like movies about games like Pixels, and I enjoyed Pixels, and that one actually had Donkey Kong in there. But with Pixels, you have to keep in mind that this was like an actual alien invasion, and they took on the form of video games. So it wasn't actually the video game in a movie, it was just a movie where aliens looked at the video games. And then of course there was also a lot of video games based on movies like E.T. And then even some later ones like Predator and Terminator and Back to the Future, and you know what I mean. There's a lot of games that were based on movies. But when you try to take a game and make a movie on it, unless it has a full, solid storyline, this is going to be hard. And to make Space Invaders, I mean, this is the article here, and it's saying actually that, where is it going to come from? It actually mentions Mortal Kombat, and I think because it's saying that Greg Russo, the guy who's rebooting Mortal Kombat, and again, Mortal Kombat, not too hard to make a movie on. I mean, you got the solid characters, you kind of know they're fighting for a certain purpose, and you can make a movie on it. I actually didn't mind Mortal Kombat. I know it's not the greatest cinematography out there. It's not something that's going to win awards. I enjoyed it. The second one was a little bit off. Had my favorite character in it, Melina. But other than that, the movie wasn't that good. But then there was like, I think there was even like a cartoon thing that came out or something. And I don't know. So they're rebooting that. I can understand that. But to come up with a Space Invaders movie, I mean, we already had like Spaced Invaders, I think it was called, not too long ago. Maybe about good. Okay, maybe it was a while ago. But that had nothing to do with the video game. So it kind of makes you wonder, what are they going to do? I mean, Space Invaders is these creepy alien bug things. Well, these guys kind of coming down towards Earth and some kind of space station shooting at them. Very typical game back in the day. I mean, you had games like Astro Smash on the Intellivision, where that little thing was going back and forth shooting asteroids. You had Missile Command, where, again, there's missiles coming down, you were shooting at them. And then you had the numerous Space Invader clones out there, like Demon Attack, and, oh, the list goes on. There's just so many of them. So, what are they going to do? I mean, they're going to have to create all characters. They're going to have to create all names. They're going to have to come up with a full-on cast. I don't get it. I don't know where they're going to come from. Who even talks about Space Invaders now? Well, my shirt, Space Invaders, and I actually just found this in a Walmart, so maybe people are talking about Space Invaders. Maybe Space Invaders needs a little bit more attention. Perhaps it does need a movie. But what's the movie going to be about? Is it going to be about aliens coming down from space? Isn't that what, like, Predator's about? Isn't that what Aliens is about? Isn't that like a countless amount of movies where aliens are coming down? Isn't that like Independence Day? Okay, I'm not trying to knock this. I'm just trying to be fun here. But I'm just really curious as to what are they going to do. And, how are they going to make this work? Because the whole idea of these aliens just coming down like that in rows, and like they made it work in Pixels in the Adam Sandler movie with, say, Centipede, where they got the military guys out there with their weapons and they were shooting at the centipede that was coming down. But they made sense out of that because it was essentially aliens replicating video games. So how are they going to make this work? I'm quite curious. Anyways, I'd like to know what your thoughts are. How are they going to pull this off? What do you think they're going to do? Are you expecting this? Have you heard of this? Is it even like something you're interested in? Throw your comments down below. Just something I saw. I thought it would be fun to talk about. I'm always open to stuff like this. I don't care if it would be cheesy. I love the fact that classic retro games are still getting a thing. And I want a real Pac-Man movie one day. Anyways, hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think down below. Throw your comments down there. Anything's good. Hope you subscribe. Talk to you later.